Yeah, how do I, how do I even start off this video, man? Like, man, I know how to start it off. I know how to start it off. Let me start off with this. Damn computer, yeah, I swear, IQ sucks, bro. Always messing up my intros. Alright, what is going on, guys? Spiteful back again, coming at you with Bankai Kenpachi, bro. Yo, Bankai Kenpachi in the building, man. Oh my god. Okay, Camp for Your Own World is coming back, as always. Now, I expected Parasol to come back with a Link Slot character, because I think the Parasol is actually pretty overdue at this point, with Swimsuit supposed to be coming out next month. I'm interested to see what they're going to be doing. They're probably going to put... I think they're going to do Swimsuit for mid-month in June, and then coming out with... would they do 1000 Year Blood War? For end of the month, June? That's an interesting one. Like, I don't know. Maybe they'll do the... What's their names? Crap, I always forget their names. Maybe they'll do the Burn the Witch collab for anniversary, or maybe they'll wait for September. Like, September is usually like when they want to drop the really, really crazy hype stuff, or the stuff that gets people talking, since it usually gets really dry around August, September. But yeah, so let's just get right into it. Stats and skills. I'm not going to go too deep into the banners. I want to go into these characters themselves. They look really, really good. And yeah, so without further ado, let's just get into the Kenpachi. He looks like a snack. Okay, let's just get right into it. Kenpachi. So which one of you is the strongest? He is a tech or Rankar killer. He's not going to be in real competition with Halibel and Soifon, simply because he is a normal attack damage based character. 773 attack, which is incredibly high. Damage reduction 16. Oh, I thought I got a Shmentai ad. Oof. Damage reduction 16%. Going into his soul tree, he gets a Berserker 50%, so you can build him hybrid if you really want to, or if you don't have like gold chappies. Speed link slot potions +5, which means that he is going to save you a hell of a lot of time. Honestly, these characters, in my opinion, are pretty necessary if you want to enhance your progression by a lot. You can get a max link slot character in the span of maybe like one full day of using your soul tickets if you have these skills. Like, if you can run with like 4 Kenpachis or 4 Rurukas or 4 Rukias, you can just link slot characters like crazy, and it's actually really, really insane. Berserker +50%, Bruiser 40%, along with Flurry, means his NAD is going to be insane. His Devastation 40%, no status ailments, so keep that in mind. Paralysis immunity along with Poise, Sprinter +1, which is good. So he's actually a Bankai Kenpachi with Sprinter. They finally learned their lesson. I'm really hoping that Banken, when he gets his resurrection, that he'll also get Sprinter. That would be nice. Going into his attacks, first strong attack is the standard beam, just like Kidingi, just like Askin. His normal attack damage string is 150, 150 AoE, which is good. So he's going to be 1, 2, and then AoE around himself and AoE around himself, or a bigger AoE in front of him. That's actually really good, because that means that he's going to be somewhat protected, right? Like if he attacks and he gets someone to his side, he could potentially take them out without having to completely mess up his normal attack damage string, something that Flurry characters had a problem with when it came to autoing back in the day. The strong attack 1 is the beam. Strong attack 2 is a 425 radius 25 hit vortex. So this is just a standard plant vortex, 24-second cooldown. This is going to be good for just overall just using your normal attack damage more often than not. One issue with him, though, is that he doesn't have guard break. I feel like guard break probably would have made him an excellent PvE character instead of just a... It would have made him an OP PvE character instead of an excellent PvE character. Strong attack 3, just the standard full screen. Now, he does have Flurry, he does have Poise, so he'll be somewhat useful in PvP. Obviously, if you have Askin, you want to use him. But if you do have Askin and you do get this Kenpachi and you do have 2 gold chappies, it might be something to look into, because Ichibei is still very, very prevalent. Ichibei still is a very, very good PvE character, despite getting, you know, his butthole tickled a little bit, you know. I ain't gonna lie. Like, he gets his shit tickled, and then he strokes his beard, and he's like, yo, daddy, stop. Okay, going into his special, no status ailments. Ooh, Game of Thrones. Oh god, that game. Browser-based game, yeah, right. Mobile games is where it's at. Similar strong attack, similar normal attack damage string. It's interesting because he doesn't have anyone similar, so I'd like to see what goes on there. Similar strong attack 1, just the standard beam. Similar strong attack 2 is the plant vortex, and similar SA3 is just a standard full screen third strong attack. Similar special, just everyone has like the same special, right? Going into Seinosuke, I believe in forcing people to stay alive, even those who say they want to die. I love his art. His art looks sick. I ain't even go front. I feel like he's such a basic looking character that I'm really happy that they made him into this little animation type state. And he is a speed healer, something that we haven't had since Lilinet. No affiliation, along with an Arankar killer. Strong attack 1, strong attack minus 12%. Actually, you know what? What are the speed? Let me see. Because he does have quite a bit of competition going into a Arankar killer. Yeah, so you have Baragon, you have Lilinet. Really? That's funny. Is he? He's a range character too, though, right? I feel like he'd be a... I feel like he was a range character. Yeah, he's a range character. He's literally like Lilinet 2.0, except like much better. I have gone over the stats and skills, but like it's a 25-minute video, and I wanted to cut it down by a lot. I haven't made a video on BBS in such a long time that I end up... I'm sorry, I love making videos. It's just when I'm playing something else and I feel like no one's interested in watching me play or anything like that, I usually don't tend to stream it. Because sometimes I'm doing something grindy that people aren't really interested in. You feel me? But attack buttons, just... okay. Now, this character excites me quite a bit because I personally love support style characters, but usually support style characters end up coming with a huge weight on them. Nowadays, the best support that you could have in this game right now is just literally big PP damage. Big PP damage will literally protect you in almost every aspect of the game. Like if I go over here and I type in Kidingi, right? No, Shinji. Well, Shinji too. Not even gonna lie. But Kidingi, he deals massive damage with his boom boom. Berserker 20%, Frenzy, Debilitator plus 5 seconds with paralysis on everything, Sprinter plus 2, Havoc 20%, and then when you go into his attacks, he has Revive on his special, and then on top of all that, his Soul Tree, he has increased speed attribute, Soul Reaper, strong attack damage. So your entire team, whoever's a speed unit, when you're running IZ, it's like everyone has to be speed, right? When you're running epic raids, everyone's going to be speed. But if they're a Soul Reaper, you also get an extra 20% strong attack damage boost. This does not stack, so you can't run 4 or 6 Kidingis, depending on the content you're running for like massive PP damage, but you still get the big PP damage. I'm just saying that so I don't get completely destroyed in the ratings for YouTube, because they'd be like in... They be asking my Ichibe, you feel me? So yeah, strong attack 1 is going to be a shave with 840 into length 360. So the range on the length of this isn't gonna be too crazy, but this is actually going to be a projectile. Now the reason that this is important is even though the length says 360, I'm pretty sure with the width being 840, it's not a narrow beam style pushback attack like some of the other characters. Like if I go into, I believe it was just reset the filters and go straight into Halibel. Like Halibel has a shave first strong attack, right? Going into her first strong attack, but the width is 700 and the length is 300. Boom. Actually, is it the same strong attack? It might be. 432. Interesting. What is hers? 300. 360. Oh, never mind. It's supposed to be 300 times 1.2. And yeah, that's there. Definitely 360. Okay, so his first strong attack is going to be the same as Halibel and Neliel. Just a standard pushback. However, unlike some of these characters, not Halibel because she does have guard break, he does have guard break for speed, which is nice. So even though this is a pushback attack, at least you're not wasting a lot of attacks on trying to guard break the enemy first. So honestly, just him having Havoc 20% immediately makes this strong attack significantly better than most range collision first strong attacks. Okay, I'm with it. The guard break with the Havoc is... the guard break with the Havoc, with the Berserker, with the Frenzy. Come on. Alright, and second strong attack. This one's actually a weird one. AoE into shave, 750 radius with a 1200 width and length of 480. This is actually a new second strong attack. Like if we go into this similarity, by the way, this website is made by Soldex. This is bbs-simulator.com. Make sure to check it out. Honestly, this is the best website when it comes to Bleach Brave Souls. And yeah, needless to say, it is what it is. So as you can see here, similar SA2 is actually the same as Rangaku. However, unlike Rangaku, he has a 40-second cooldown on it. Yeah, 40-second cooldown on it, and it actually provides a heal and it provides a barrier. This is incredibly strong because normally you have a 575 AoE around yourself, and Tokinata kind of broke the mold with that because his boost is not the standard boost. His boost actually is an AoE into a vortex that goes in front of him. Now this is melee collision into range collision, and this is a melee attack, which means he won't quote-unquote guard break the enemy, which could be bad if it wasn't for the fact that he has guard break. So you're good. You're literally good to go. And like at worst, this character is not going to hit the enemies with melee immunity like an extreme co-op, but this also means that if you're running with four, like say you're running with 4 Seinosuke's in extreme co-op, you're actually good to go. You actually can run with 4 Seinosuke's instead of running with anybody else. Obviously you'll want a Kidingi in there, but like him having a melee second strong attack means that he can actually clear the content just fine by himself. And with the guard break, he's not worried about guard breaking with only his first strong attack and his third strong attack like some of these other characters that do not get guard break. That's why I want guard break as an accessory so that everyone can get the benefits of that. Strong attack 3 is going to be a standard third strong attack, standard full screen third strong attack, which is good. It's not bad at all. I personally like the huge AoE that takes place in front of you because it is super strong. And that leads us to our final character. Alright, going into Shunsui, our job is to ensure that Soul Society continues to endure. Bro, I feel like they hit the nail directly on the head when it came to the art. The art is gorgeous, and I'm sure my stepmom's idea of wrestling is... Also, I did get a Shmentai ad, bro. Yeah, I'm never putting simp in one of my video titles ever again, bro. So Reaper Captain with no affiliation killer, strong attack, recharge minus 12%. I think that he's going to probably be the best no affiliation killer that we have to date. Going into his soul tree, he does have lacerate on... Is it all of his attacks or just his strong attacks? Yeah, lacerate on all of his attacks, which is really good. Damage to lacerated enemies plus 40%. He does not have the disabler that Senjumaru has, so that's unfortunate. But debilitator plus 2 seconds along with frenzy, havoc 20%. Berserker 20% along with a bruiser 20% means his nat is going to be somewhat useful, and sprinter plus 1 and devastation 40%. Debilitator plus 2 seconds is standard for damage over time skills such as lacerate, poison, and burn. And going into his attacks, 570 radius for a strong attack. This is a standard lunge. I'm okay with it. Honestly, I'm so partial to that huge 3000 beam because it's just so beautiful. And going into his second strong attack, fan into circle, AoE into AoE distant. I'm interested to see exactly what this is. I thought that this was like a vortex type skill, but I'm pretty sure that this is actually a new second strong attack. Yeah, oh okay, so it's Luppy's second strong attack. I know his name is Luppy, but I call him Luppy because it makes him sound stupid. Some people still ask me that, which I don't know why, because I always say that at the end of saying Luppy, but yeah. Melee collision into melee collision, which is really good. AoE distance, 750. This is a really strong second strong attack. I personally like it a lot. I know that Luppy got a lot of hate for it, but I mean, it is what it is. And his strong attack 3 is the 975 radius in front of him, which is incredibly strong, especially when it has Havoc and Berserker 20%, and it does have a status element with Lacerate. The reason that I love this third strong attack is because it takes place behind you and in front of you. However, you don't have to run into the middle of the enemies. Back in the day, you would have to run into the middle of the enemies and then use your third strong attack. If the game lagged for whatever reason, if you don't have like an up-to-date phone, you would lag and then you would probably end up dying, or you would take damage, which means your full stamina damage boost links won't work. But this has like a 200 to 300 radius behind you, and then like a 700 to 900 radius in front of you, which is significantly more than just the standard 600 radius around your entire character. You no longer have to put yourself in danger to actually hit the enemies in front of you. Also, when it comes to guild quests, this strong attack is so superior, because you literally clear everything in front of you as soon as you start the match, and then you can have this strong attack on cooldown, which is usually your strongest attack, right? His special move is a standard full screen radius third strong attack. Oh, Game of Thrones ad. Oh, what is this for? Officially licensed browser game. Just mobile games, boy. Mobile games. Alternatives for same attribute and same killer is going to be Yoroichi and Okiura, which obviously he's better than both of them. Going into Seinosuke, same attribute, affiliation, and killer is nobody, but same attribute with killer. He does have a little bit of competition when it comes to Seinosuke has a competition when it comes to Momo, Lilinet, Baragon. I wouldn't really say he has too much competition with anybody else. You could probably make a case for Ikaku and Raruka if you have them 5-5. This Kisuke is okay. He's pretty good if you have him 5-5. He's actually really strong if you have him 5-5. Going into the last character, Kenpachi. Now his competition, I don't think he really has too much competition because he's a flurry-based character. Going into alternatives, same attribute, affiliation, and killer. As you can see here, his only real competition in terms of normal attack damage based characters is probably Shinji, and he destroys Shinji. Let's be real here. Soifon is definitely going to be some competition for him, along with Tag Team Toshiro. So that's definitely one for the books. Alternative, same attribute and same killer. There's going to be a lot of characters that just do his job a lot better if you're playing with manual play. If you're playing with auto, he's probably going to do better than most of the characters here. Halibel and Stark and Cayenne destroy everything in front of them, as well as Soifon if you have her transcended. I prefer Soifon with at least 3 dupes before calling her OP or anything like that. If you ever max transcended, she's a god, literally. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm tired of this Shmentai ad, bro. It's too much for me. Either way, make sure to check out the Discord. Link will be in the description. Yeah, I was able to cut off a few minutes of the video, but I'll be going over the fillers, and I'll be doing a bigger breakdown. Honestly, this filler pool is actually pretty bad. You have Tag Team Ichigo, Tsukishima, Sajin, Jushiro, Tesla, Ikaku, Shinji. The Hiyori's good, Isane's good. Jushiro's not bad, but you probably already have him 5-5 if you've been playing this game for more than 6 months. Tag Team Ichigo, for the newer players, this is actually good. So I'm not tight about Tag Team Ichigo being here. It's been a while since he was in a filler pool. So yeah, that's my 2 cents. Obviously, Tag Team Ichigo isn't the strongest character, but he does have Soul Reaper and a Rancor Killer, so he's somewhat useful still. Especially for people that don't have him, I think he's a very good unit to have. The individuals are pretty mediocre. Kiyone Sentaru, Belief Toshiro, Speed Shinji, Tag Team Shuhei for Shunsui's individual. Seinosuke has Young Byakuya, Mind Shunsui, I believe, Tag Team Ikaku, and Tag Team Renji. Tag Team Renji is actually pretty good. Tag Team Ikaku, Shunsui, and Byakuya are pretty mid, in my opinion. Seinosuke is good, but these individuals aren't really too crazy. I'm interested to see which Isane this is, because if this is Mind Isane, good, but if it's Power Isane, I ain't even gonna lie, I'm probably gonna be a little triggered. You know what? This is actually in the in-game news. Now, I was thinking about going 5-5 for Kenpachi. I do have 3 dupe sources for tech that I've been saving, but honestly, I did it for Rukia because she was a SP-based character with the Link Slot Potion skill, so she can make better use of it, because flurry characters usually do fine on their own. Okay, let's go here. The Demon of Battle, Kenpachi, Zaraki. Oh, look, dude. I'm sorry. It just looks so clean. Okay, let's click on this. I want to see if it's Mind Isane. Okay. Oh, so literally, if you're looking for Isane, wait for Kenpachi's individual. I'm personally going to go to step 5. But, yeah, after that, I think I'm just going to go individual. Actually, I'll probably do up to step 6. Just step 6 is good value. And then... and then I'm just going to go straight up individuals. You have Pass Retsu, which is the Power Retsu, DR, 20 DR Tech Kensei, which is good for Kenpachi if you manage to pull him before Kenpachi, and Morechio. Morechio is an interesting case because he's not a bad character, when it comes to like farming crystals and jewels and stuff like that in like single player, because you can actually run a full team with crystal links, as well as having a character that's actually with frenzy, and he also has sprinter +2, so you can actually speed through the stages if you're playing manually. And honestly, with Transcendence now, like he's gonna do he does the job just fine in jewel runs and crystal runs without Transcendence, which is good. But I'm gonna leave it at that. You guys, grind on, catch up, pay me up, stay blessed. Let me know how many orbs you guys plan to do in this banner, and let me know how you feel about this banner. I personally was kind of hoping for Parasol, despite expecting Camp for Your Own World. Like, Camp for Your Own World is kind of like what they do. They do 1,000 Year Blood War, Camp for Your Own World, 1,000 Year Blood War, Camp for Your Own World, and they've been doing that for like the last literally like 6 months. But anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. Stay blessed, y'all. Y'all have a great night, and I'll see y'all next one. Peace.